Hi guys, my name is Omar Khwaja and I just want to share with you a new fish finder that I just bought. It came out recently. It's called the Garmin Livescope and it's a really revolutionary fish finder in my opinion. Changes the way I fish because unlike old transducers in fish finders that only show you what's underneath your boat, this one shows you what's around your boat. So you can point the transducer in any direction and it shows you up to 50 to 100 feet away from your boat where all the fish are, what's away from your boat, and you can see inside the trees, you can see inside the weeds, you can see fish inside the trees. And if you're a walleye fisherman, you know that oftentimes the walleyes are really hugging close to the bottom. With this fish finder, it has functionality to show you all those walleyes close to the bottom. And you can even see what size the fish are. And so I'm going to be showing you more about the fish finder in this video, as well as some of the things that I found out when I was looking to buy this fish finder, what information you need to know when making the decision to buy this version or other versions of this fish finder, as well as which settings that you need to set up on this fish finder to use it correctly. One thing I want to add is I'm really excited to use it not just in my boat, but ice fishing season is coming up on Lake Simcoe, and you can really see a big difference with this fish finder versus the other fish finders because with this one, you don't have to drill as many holes during ice fishing season. So instead of drilling lots of holes to see where the fish are, with this one, you just drill one, look around. If there's nothing, then you move away 80 feet, drill more holes, see if there's anything there. If not, then you move away and that makes a huge difference. So if you're interested in that, there's lots of more fishing videos coming up where I'm going to be using this fish finder on Lake Simcoe in ice fishing season, so stay tuned. The live scope screen will be on top and my regular fish finder will be on the bottom. I use the traditional sonar to find the fish on my boat and then use the live scope to drop my lure exactly where the fish are without them being spooked. The demo video for LiveScope often shows how detailed LiveScope can be by showing the fins and the tail on the fish, but in reality, a very large fish located right underneath your boat will show up this way. In reality, fish show up more like this, and there are some settings you need to know about to make fish appear without clutter on your screen. Here's a cheat sheet for all the settings you'll need. Once you have everything set up, then you just have to play with your gain settings. The two most important settings for finding fish close to the bottom are bottom fill and trail. I'll show you what they look like on the screen. Bottom fill makes it easier to distinguish between where the bottom is and you can see what fish are hugging the bottom. Trails draw blue blocks where there is movement detected. Trails are also very useful for seeing fish moving close to the bottom. The blue box disappears faster when you have trail setting set to fast, and when you're setting the trail setting to slow, the blue blocks take longer to disappear. Color gain makes solid objects brighter, so fish become easier to see. If you're a walleye fisherman or somebody who fishes fish that like to hug the bottom, bottom fill and trail are the best settings you can use. This is my setup, a cooler that makes everything waterproof and portable. I made this mount that works for boat and ice fishing. I got the parts from Home Depot. Only some Garmin fish finders are compatible with Livescope, and here are the most common ones. I have a 100 amp lithium ion battery dedicated for the Livescope. The Livescope uses about 5 amps per hour and the fish finder uses about 2 amps per hour, so around 7 amps per hour in total. This means on a 10-hour fishing trip, you'll use about 65 amps. The mount Livescope comes with is slightly angled as it's meant to be mounted on a trolling motor, so if you want to use it for vertical jigging, you need to angle the mount to make it vertical. I've made my transducers vertical by putting small pieces of plastic and then JB welding them to angle the transducer so it points straight down. Livescope comes in two versions, LVS32 and LVS12. LVS32 is more expensive but far better because it shows a much wider beam, as you can see over here. Garmin Panoptix is different from Garmin Livescope. Panoptix is an older technology compared to Livescope and doesn't show nearly as much detail as Livescope. Panoptix shows fish as blobs while Livescope shows far more detail, as you can see. I hope you found that helpful. If you have any questions, let me know by posting in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. Stay tuned. I'm going to be showing you how I use the Livescope on the water on my boat as well as during ice fishing season on Lake Simcoe. And hope you have a great time out of the water. It's going to be an exciting year. Thank you for watching.